Hello children, good morning to all of you. Welcome back in mathematics class. Today we are going to start a new chapter, lines and angles. Okay. See children, we are going to be familiar with the some terms that we will use in this chapter. I hope you know this dot. This dot is called a point. Point is a dot and it is used to locate an exact position. It is a dimensionless. Point is dimensionless means it has no length, no breadth. Okay. Similarly, if you take 2 points, suppose this is point A, this is point B, and you join it. If you join 2 points, then that is called a line segment. This is called a line segment. It is a part of a line. Children, line segment has 2 end points and definite length. A line segment has 2 end points and a definite length. If a line segment is free to move in both the sides, if a line segment, both the ends of the line segment is free to move, then that is called a line. And children, line has no end point and no definite length. Understood? A line has no end points and no definite length. Similarly, if from a point a line is free to move only in one direction, in any one direction, then that is called a ray. This is called a ray. So children, a ray has only one end point. A ray has one end point and no definite length. No definite length means length of a ray cannot be measured. Similarly, length of a line also cannot be measured. Length of a line segment measured. Okay. Now see, children, the noted point is a line segment, a line and a ray has infinite points. How many points lie on a line segment? Answer will be infinite. Okay. Now see, if two lines are intersecting at a point, then both the lines are called intersecting lines. Intersecting lines. Understood? If two lines are meeting at a point, suppose this is line L, this is line M, and both are meeting at a point. If two lines are intersecting at a point, then those are called intersecting lines. And if two lines never intersect each other, if the two lines never intersect each other, then both the lines are called parallel lines. Understood? These two are the parallel lines because they will never meet each other. And if two parallel lines are intersected by a third line, then this third line is called transversal. Understood? What is a transversal? A line which intersects two parallel lines. Okay. Now see, in the intersecting lines, only two lines are intersecting at a point. If from a point many lines are passing, many means more than two. From a point if more than two lines are passing, then those lines are called concurrent lines. Understood? These terms you have to learn related to the lines. Now we will see angles. See children, what is an angle? An angle is the inclination between two rays having the same common point. Means, see here, suppose OA is one ray and OB is another ray, and both have a common initial point. So the gap between them, the inclination between them is called angle. Understood? This is the angle because two rays have a common point. Then the inclination between them, the gap between them is called angle. And children, the common initial point is called vertex. This point is called vertex. And these two rays which are forming the angle, these are called arm. That means to form one angle, one vertex and two arms are required. Okay, and the unit of angle is degree. What is the unit of angle? That is degree. See here, a small circle at the top of a number. This is the symbol. This is the symbol of degree. And how to name of the angle? See here, this is the symbol of the angle. Angle AOB. Vertex is always kept in the middle. Okay, this is the method how to name one angle. Now we will study types of angles. Type of angles. So children, I hope you know this. The first angle is acute angle. Acute angle means the angle whose measure is less than 90 but greater than 0. An angle which is more than 0 degree but less than 90 degree. That is called acute angle. See here. This angle is acute angle. Even this angle is also acute angle. With the help of protractor you can measure it. Second angle is right angle. Right angle means an angle equal to 90 degree. The angle which is 90 degree is called right angle. See children, OA and OB both are perpendicular to each other. Then this angle will be called right angle because its measure is 90 degree. Now we will see third angle which is obtuse angle. Obtuse angle means the angle which is more than 90 degree but less than 180 degree. The angle should be more than 90 degree but less than 180 degree. See here, this type of angle. With the help of protractor, if you measure this angle, then very easily you can see that this angle is more than 90 degree but less than 180 degree. So this angle is called obtuse angle. Okay, now fourth angle is straight angle. I am going to remove it. The fourth one is straight angle. Straight angle means the angle which measure is 180 degree. Okay. Straight angle is equal to 180 degree. That means on a straight line, on a straight line, the angle formed is 180 degrees. See here. OA is one ray, OB is another ray. Then the angle between them is 180 degree, and this is called a straight angle. A straight angle is formed on a straight line. Now, the fifth one is reflex angle. Children, reflex angle is more than 180 degree. It is more than 180 degree but less than 360 degree. See how? OA one ray, OB another ray. Then the angle outside of it, see this one. This inner angle is smaller than 90, so this is acute angle. But if you measure this angle, so children, this angle is reflex angle. Is this clear? And the angle which forms 360 degree means one complete round, that is called complete angle. Okay, so all the type of angles we have seen. Now we are going to study complementary angles. Now we are going to study complementary angles. So children, two angles will be called complementary angles if their sum is equal to 90 degree. X is also complement angle, Y is also complement angle. X is also complementary angle, Y is also complementary angle. Okay, because the sum of these two is 90 degree. Here, X is the complement of Y and Y is the complement of Y. Y is the complement of X. Okay. In this case, X is the complement of Y and Y is the complement of X. Now we will see supplementary angles. Children, two angles are called supplementary angles if their sum is 180 degree. Two angles are called supplementary angles if their sum is 180 degree. X is also supplementary angle, Y is also supplementary angles because their sum is 180 degree. Here X will be called the supplement of, X is the supplement of Y. Similarly, Y is the supplement of X. See here, 60 degree and 120 degree. These two angles are supplementary angles because their sum is 180 degree. Similarly, 50 degree and 130 degree. These two angles are supplementary angles because after adding this we will get 180 degree. Okay. See the examples of complementary angles. 30 degree and 60 degree. If we add these two we will get 90 degree. That means these two are the supplementary angles. Similarly, 52 degree and 38 degree. These two angles are called complementary angles because the sum of these two is 90 degree. Okay.